We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show, episode 356. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. Joining us this week, the undisputed scholar himself. You know him. You love him. He loves burritos and he loves you too. The one and only Scholar Tarek.
I do love burritos, but that is a very weird intro. It almost left me speechless. I was like, I don't know how to respond to that.
It's okay. It just means I have to step up my improv game. Also, speaking of improv, joining us this week is the one and only Scholar Charlie. Scholar Charlie, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. It's been a crazy, wild week in wrestling, and we're here to review that and get into Extreme Rules.
Extreme like the mild sauce at Taco Bell. That's the way we do it around here. That's right. We've got Extreme Rules 2021 coming at you Charlie, from WWE.
How do you approve that intro? He didn't acknowledge you as the Scholars of Wrestling champion. He didn't Scholars of Wrestling Party champion.
Just because the belts are at my apartment. He does.
How foolish of me. I apologize.
And come on, the belt's on the line for this show. So
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
My title match. Didn't you watch the AEW prediction show? I surrendered my title match.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
So now Charlie, I honestly don't think you should be worried about this one.
Yeah, but what if we tie?
You have champions advantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he was worried for all of 0.25 seconds.
It's just, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of would be a little shocked if we're
give up your shot at an amazing pay-per-view for Extreme Rules.
To go against a coin toss.
Oh my gosh!
Watch. You know what? Go watch the prediction show.
I apologize.
You heard that, folks. Go back and watch that show and all of our other episodes. Binge watch our entire channel. Get started now.
We're more enthusiastic on that prediction show than we're going to probably be on this one.
Oh my God! Yes.
Hey. There's only one way to find out. Let's dive right in with no further ado to Extreme Rules 2021. Kicking things off with the first match in the card, we've got Liv Morgan versus Carmella, a truly hard-hitting contest if ever there was one. Charlie, you are the reigning and defending champion, so champion's advantage. You go first. Who you got, Liv Morgan or Carmella?
Liv Morgan.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure about that.
You are sure about that. All right, Tarek, you are next up. Who do you got, Liv Morgan or Carmella?
A part of me wants to choose Carmella just to be different with Charlie, just to make this show the tiniest bit interesting.
Don't think this is your hill to die on.
But my hill to die on is Liv Morgan. Hell, she was my hill to die on when she was supposed to be the women's Money in the Bank. Because she's been booked very well. Like wins losses wise. Being booked with this stupid feud of Carmella says, "I'm pretty." Liv Morgan says, "No, you're not. Let's fight." That's the feud.
Well, hey, considering we've got full feuds that start over cups of coffee, nothing shocks me anymore.
It's just, oh man, so much that briefcase. I'm not gonna let this one go until next year's Money in the Bank. That Liv Morgan should have won the briefcase. Nikki Ash's title, Money in the Bank, was a complete waste. It's infuriating. But yeah, I'm you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan. If I'm gonna do a crazy prediction, I'll probably save it for one of the other matches.
Yeah, I have to confess, I came very, very close to doing that same exact thing. Like, maybe there's a chance that Carmella could actually win. Uh, like we talked about, I just can't die on that hill either. I'm going to go with our
Just watch, she's
hometown
gonna
girl,
win.
Liv Morgan. No, I'm not changing. I'm not changing my vote. I'm
Oh,
not doing it.
I'm not changing. I had good reasons of switching with that coin toss. This is now. This is no. I like she's knowing WWE and just pissing us off. They'll probably just have Carmella win because Liv Morgan is booked quite strongly, and they'll just think, oh, it won't affect her. But seriously, when's the last time Carmella actually won anything?
Does
Exactly.
Corey Graves' heart count?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure it
No,
counts
no.
for something in the real world, but not
They
on
can't.
this
Yeah, just
show.
yeah. It only counts for Corey Graves,
Yeah, we don't count
and
love on this show. This is a complete
unless it
love-free zone.
unless it affects one of us.
Total love-free zone, at least for Carmella. Moving, but yeah, I gotta join up on that. 201, our girl. Let's do it. But moving on, in all seriousness, we've got our next match on the card. We've got the Usos defending their titles against the Street Profits. Who do you got for this one? Tarek, it is your pick next.
I think the Usos are going to retain. The Street Profits have literally no momentum, like at all. And I honestly didn't even see the go home show for SmackDown, and I feel like that's not going to change my vote on anything. Uh, the Usos and what do they call themselves? The Bloodline are just too strong right now to lose anything. I guess that just spoils my prediction for later. But yeah, it's kind of a dumb decision to take the SmackDown tag team titles off the Usos. And who are the Raw tag team champions?
good question. Randy Orton and
Riddle.
And Riddle.
RK Bro.
Shit, I was gonna say have like maybe the New Day win the Raw tag titles and have it be a New Day versus Bloodline for Survivor Series, but they kind of did that on this Raw, so that kind of puts that in void. But fuck, whatever. Usos versus RK Bro could actually be a more interesting match. So yeah, I'll back to this. I'll go with the Usos.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Usos as well for all the reasons you just laid out. However, if you did see the go home show, there was also right before their match, right before the Roman Reigns match, rather, there was a quick stare down between the Usos and Alpha Academy. So if they're assuming this isn't another red herring, so to speak, yeah, they're probably going to be setting up for that feud going forward, but that means the Usos win on Sunday. Or is it? Charlie, do we have a consensus, or are you breaking the tie?
The Usos a heel team?
Usos are
heel?
Like as Tarek said, they're too strong right now.
And to answer your question,
fool. Yeah, as interesting as Alpha Academy versus Usos would be,
it's heel.
Yeah, I don't.
All heels involved.
Well, how about this? How about this as a quick scholar's quick talk? Is it possible that they can turn the Alpha Academy face?
Not right now.
No.
Otis is now being booked as such a top
monster heel
that if anything they would probably just keep holy shit, I was going to say primetime players.
Wow. Millions of dollars.
God, why am I blanking out on their names? They're in the match tonight. Oh my god. Street Profits. Thank you. I was just, oh my god, this is really bad.
If you were to say Private Party, that would be even worse.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, Street Profit. Maybe they're just making a 3-way tag team just to have a face team in there. Like Street Profits face, Usos neutral, quote, quote, and Alpha Academy full heel. Even though because how they booked Charlie Haas so poorly, I don't really see them going anywhere far with the Alpha Academy as a tag team.
Did yours call Tim Charlie Haas?
Oh my God. What year am I?
You are
What year am I right
You
now?
were in 2011.
Oh no.
Oh man.
I'll be honest, for a second there, you honestly made me think like, wait, did Charlie Haas come back and join the Alpha Academy at one point?
Oh my God.
Did I
Again,
miss
what year
something?
am I in? Oh my God, I'm embarrassed.
That caught me off guard. I'm like, wait.
Oh. Shit. You know what I mean.
Let's face it.
Yeah,
You ain't a member of this show until you do something like that. It's kind of customary at this point.
I really am living in the fucking past.
Rules 2011 prediction show.
Oh man.
Hey, well, speaking of living in the past, let's see another combination of these guys who we've seen already. It's for the U.S. title. We've got Damian Priest defending his championship against Sheamus and Jeff Hardy. It's my pick. I'm hoping this is going to be one that we disagree on. I feel like there's got to be some more effort in here. I'm going to go with Damian Priest here. I think there's a stronger chance than many may think that Jeff Hardy could win this. Sheamus, I've got almost no confidence in, but Jeff Hardy, I think he's got a shot. But I'm going to be a coward. I'm going to go with Damian Priest.
I too shall follow up being a coward and go with Damian Priest. He has too much to prove with this title run.
And Fool, are you too a coward?
I wouldn't say I'm a coward, but I'm predicting with my mind, and it would be ridiculous to have Damian Priest lose this title. He's one of the best booked things in WWE, minus if you're excluding Roman Reigns, who is just like super infinite star now, like infinite Mario. Okay, seriously, that wasn't intended.
Of course it wasn't.
I just noted, I'm like, wait a second. Yeah, this is just for the announcement of the Mario cast. This is not what I was going with. But yeah,
Star-Lord.
Speaking of which, did you see that video of him like with the Guardians of the Galaxy opener? Instead of his headset, it's put his Mario hat, and it's a Mario theme, and him kicking Goombas and playing. And
no, I have not, but now I'm intrigued.
I'll find it. It's on. I saw it on Facebook, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with Damian Priest. He's being booked very well, and it would be dumb to have him lose the title this soon. And honestly, I feel like with what you said about Jeff Hardy, I feel like he's just there to take the pin. I don't think they would want to have Sheamus lose, and plus this is just them putting Jeff Hardy in to make up for the fact that people got so pissed off he was in the 24/7 title picture for that one time.
Yeah, I think the opposite for this one. I honestly think that Sheamus is going to be the one to eat the pin, and Jeff Hardy is going to be the one who escapes scot-free, assuming he doesn't end up surprising us all and winning the thing. But hey, at the end of the day, I think the victor is going to be all the same. But speaking of the victor being all the same, that brings us to our next match for the SmackDown Women's title, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. I believe the next pick is Charlie. You got first pick. Who do you got here?
I don't see them hot potatoing the title, so I'm going to stick with Becky Lynch retaining.
All right. And Fool, who do you got between Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair?
I'm gonna go with what Charlie said. They're not gonna hot potato the title unless Charlotte Flair is involved. Uh, but yeah, I'm also gonna go with Becky Lynch. If
I
anything, they'll probably save her and
Hmm.
Sasha Banks or something. I don't know.
As much as I'd love to believe otherwise, it's very probable that you're right, and they're just going to. If I was being optimistic, I was going to say that they can possibly give the title to Bianca to sort of make up for what the backlash of what they did before, but I'm not totally convinced they're going to do that. So, unfortunately, with a heavy heart, I must join you guys in predicting Becky Lynch to win. Womp womp for me.
Womp womp for you.
But elsewhere, we are going over to our next match on the card for the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss. Fool, it's your pick first. Who do you got for this one?
I'm not gonna lie, this one actually was the hardest one of all the matches. This was the one that wasn't. This one can really go either way, but I you can't have Charlotte Flair reach her 16th title reigns unless she has to lose the belt. So, and Alexa Bliss is actually very popular with her. Holy crap! I'm really off tonight. With her, what is the name of her doll?
Lily.
Lily. I am very off tonight with this, and we're probably going to see a lot of Charlie dolls surrounding the ring, if anything. But yeah, I'm going to say Alexa Bliss wins the belt.
Yeah,
Shit.
I thought this was going to be more of a split, and maybe it still will be. This is
With
probably going to
Charlie's
be one of the
reaction,
tougher ones.
maybe.
This could honestly, I think, is going to be one of the harder ones to call for the entire
It's
night.
definitely
It
the
is.
toughest card.
And for a brief moment there, I wouldn't be shocked that this is going to be one of the better matches of the night. Truth be told, as much as I don't like what they did to my boy Bray Wyatt, and it makes Alexa Bliss look in a really bad light, I would not be shocked if Sunday night is Alexa's night and they put the belt on her. But at the same time, I can also see it being very possible that they drag this down a little bit more and Charlotte Flair ends up retaining. So which way am I going? I am going to go with Alexa to win. This can go any manner of ways, but this is going to be my courageous pick. I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss to win. Charlie, which one you got?
I kind of really want him to go against us with especially with how he's reacting.
Going into this, I had Charlotte, but I think you guys did a strong job of convincing me to stay safe and choose otherwise. I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss.
No, you don't want to be safe.
I do want to be safe, especially on rules at all pay-per-views.
If you must, alas. But hey,
Howard.
Shut up, Tarek.
Now this is definitely the one to pull the coward card in. Show yourself to be a defending champion. Go with what you originally went with.
Gotta play strategic on this one.
All right. Speaking of going strategic on this one, the final match on the card, and it's my pick, lucky me. We've got Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against the Demon Finn Balor. I'll tell you something. Finn Balor is not going to win this match. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. Charlie?
I'm not allowed to follow my heart on this one. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns.
And Tarek, are we once again a bunch of cowards?
This is making me hate Roman Reigns again. It really is. I can't stand the character. I know. No matter which way they go, they book him back to the Mario thing with the Infinite Star. He's, of course, built something up so strong, which is the Demon Finn Balor, who hasn't lost a match on the main roster yet, just to be fed to Roman Reigns. I've kind of been done with Roman's character for a long time now, just how strongly they've been booking him. Like, I'm gonna say he's booked stronger than Triple H ever was, because Triple H actually, lost every now and then. Roman just doesn't. Face or heel, he just doesn't lose. So, and they pretty much spoiled this when they say, "Oh, it's Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia."
Yeah, that I believe was a severe misstep.
The
Especially when
the whole point of Roman Reigns right now is just to top. Pretty much, they want to put him in that level of where the part timers are, where they're pretty much like gods. At least that's how WWE books them. If like once they show up, they never lose unless it's to other gods. Like they're setting Brock to lose to Roman. They want Roman to face The Rock at next WrestleMania, if that's actually going to happen, depending on Rock's schedule. But that's pretty much what they want to go for.
Hey, if that's where it ends up going, I am going to be remarkably underwhelmed.
That's why I like I said, I'm kind of done with Roman, because they have him say, "Oh yeah, WWE is Roman's show," but well, there's not even a but there. That's like they just WWE is Roman stuff. All the other wrestlers are pretty much booked on a certain level, and Roman Reigns is just 10, not even like one step or two step. He's 10 steps above everyone. That it's now not fun to watch anything that Roman does, because the drama is never there, because they book him infinitely strong. So I don't get invested in it anymore. And it just, I think the part that actually really made me feel that way is just when they had him feuding with Kevin Owens in the beginning of his title run, and they botched that ending of the last man standing, and they actually legit stopped the count just so they can fix Roman's.
Oh boy, I totally forgot about that one.
I'll never forget about that, because I remember being legit pissed. I'm just like, just have him lose the belt and then win it back on Friday, just to give Kevin Owens a good win, because they booked him as such a good baby face that, like I said, you want him to win, but he's not. But it would have been a nice moment. And granted, it was botch aside, that would have been a good way for them to make Roman look good in defeat. But they can't even fucking do that right. So, because it would hurt Roman, make Roman look strong. So, again, they built up the Demon Finn Balor so strong that he's just basically going to get fed to Roman.
Yet another reason why WWE, for the most part, still fails to captivate me on a regular basis. But hey, here's hoping that maybe WWE Extreme Rules will get extreme and will possibly throw something in there that will surprise us.
Well, this is the only Extreme Rules match on the card. So apparently nothing else has earned a point to actually make it extreme. If anything, just retire this pay-per-view. If they're only going to have like one gimmick match. Hell, with Hell in a Cell, they have multiple matches, which, to be fair, it kind of devalues the Hell in a Cell. because having it for a pay-per-view, but that's just a whole nother argument. I feel like just now this gimmick pay-per-view kind of just doesn't really work anymore, because if they just book one match, if the other matches are not as important enough to have it be gimmicked.
Yeah, unfortunately, it still seems to be a work in progress. I would not be shocked if sometime soon down the road they end up doing that, if they just don't want to do that for their business model now for whatever reason. But like so many other things,
just how I was just now thinking is just how, and yes, I'm talking quieter now because my kids are asleep and I don't want to wake them up, but not like that aside, I'm just basically like feeling the energy about this, and it's just how it's really just, we're trying to make this pay-per-view seem more interesting than it needs to be. And this is not just because WWE, like, it's not even just like, oh, I'm an AEW mark or anything like that. It's just hard to find anything really that thrilling.
No, there's nothing to grasp onto from it.
Well,
yeah, I really don't like. I want to be invested. That as a wrestling fan, I want to be invested on some of these characters, but it's just really hard to, because hell, Big E's title reign, Big E's big title reign kind of feels lost a few touches because he lost 2 matches this week on Raw. Granted, he wasn't the one getting pinned, and they have like reasons for him for him losing, but it's still the fact that he wasn't on the winning end on anything. So hopefully this isn't a Kofi Kingston level WWE title reign. I just thought, because he's a big muscular man and Vince likes big muscular men, I thought that would change something, but it doesn't look like it.
Well, there is that saying, big gears grind slowly. So I'm still remaining hopefully optimistic that this won't be a total wash, and there's still going to be plenty of chances for us to be surprised on Sunday.
It's probably going to be a good show. I won't doubt that. But like, at least when it comes to actually the wrestling, I'm sure the people in the ring are going to do their best to make the show as somewhat interesting. Hell, I think the triple threat may be the match of the night. Or maybe the Street Profits and the Usos, but that's tag team wrestling is usually one of the more fun aspects. And like, man, I really feel bad that I really put Chad Gable in that spot. I'm calling him Charlie Haas. Yeah. Oh man. And I love Chad Gable. He's such a great wrestler. But okay, but that's just now I'm just going off on a little tangent.
Well, again, who knows what we're going to get on Sunday, but we'll also
I know something we're not going to get. Interesting Scholars of Wrestling Championship match.
Hey,
unless Brian does something different.
There's always next month. But hey, we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, those are our predictions locked in for Extreme Rules. Now we're pitching it over to you, our fellow fans and wrestling enthusiasts. Who do you think is going to win from Extreme Rules? How is it going to go? Are there going to be any predictable moments, or will we actually end up going extreme, as the name implies, and I'll live up to it? We want to hear from you. So drop us a line all across the internet, Facebook posts, YouTube comments, and our personal favorite, the Twitter machines. Follow us all over these places, starting at Scholars OW for all the latest episode uploads on Twitter every single week. You can also check us out and join in the conversation personally on our personal Twitter accounts. Fool, where can I reach you?
Excuse me. You can reach me at the Avataric.
And Charlie, where can they reach you?
You can reach me at Charlene.
And you can join me being as optimistic as humanly possible at I'm Robbie Rage.
Someone
Join in the
has to.
conversation. Maybe there'll be some live tweeting on Extreme Rules. We'll get extreme that way. But then again, we do that because you know who we are. We're the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
See you all on Sunday where we get extreme.